The following is a reconstruction of event file 88B. It is based on a sworn statement provided by the operator, supported by dash camera audio, vehicle telemetry from the ECU, and physical evidence recovered from the cab. The driver maintains they were the sole occupant of the vehicle at all times. What follows is their account.
I keep a paper logbook, not because the DOT requires it, everything's ELD now, but because clicking that pen and marking my on-duty and off-duty lines is the only thing that reminds me I'm still present. On January 12th, I was pulling an empty dry van from Toledo to Fort Wayne. Short haul, easy miles. A run so light the trailer bounced over every pebble and the wind kept trying to shove me sideways. No traffic, no CB chatter, just the Jake brake growling downhill and chicken lights reflecting off slush. I remember feeling heavy, not nodding off, not drifting, just gone. At 2:17 a.m., my awareness thins. I'm still upright, eyes open, hands on the wheel, but the road stops feeling like something I'm actively doing. The heater hums. The engine settles into a steady rhythm, and then something changes. The truck straightens. Not a correction, not a jerk. Straightens. The steering wheel firms up under my hands like another set of palms just settled over mine. The engine note smooths out. Then the cold comes. Not air conditioning cold, something deeper, bone level, like the cab has been opened to winter from the inside. My hands slide off the wheel. I don't remember letting go. They rest in my lap. The truck keeps going, perfectly centered in the lane, better than I could manage with a light trailer and crosswind. The passenger seat dips. Vinyl groans. Not vibration, pressure. Someone is sitting there. A lane change, smooth, timed perfectly. Whoever is driving knows this truck, knows the slack in the steering column, knows when to feather the wheel so the tandems don't slide, better than I do. At 2:41 a.m., the dash lights catch movement in the passenger side window. The seat isn't shifting anymore. It's pinned, like someone leaning forward to check the hood mirror. The radio clicks. Not static drift, the physical thunk of the seek button. It stops in dead air between frequencies, and then a woman's voice speaks, not through the speakers, right next to my ear.
I've got the wheel.
She whispers.
Just rest.
I don't wake up. She drives, downshifts into curves, keeps the speed governed, keeps the truck steady. At 2:58 a.m., she eases us into an unmarked gravel turnout. Yellow knob, red knob, set clean. The cab rises slightly as the weight leaves. The door closes. The truck pulls itself back onto the road. At 3:04 a.m., awareness slams back into me. Hands on the wheel, foot over the brake, like I've been dropped into my own body. My shoulders ache, locked solid, like I'd been bracing for miles. The road ahead looks normal again. Too normal. I pull into the next truck stop, check the sleeper, check the doors, check the seals. Nothing disturbed, but my logbook is open. A fresh entry, neat handwriting, not mine. Time, 02:17 to 03:04. Note, kept her in the lines. Watch your tandems on the ice. Signed, Emily Carter. I recognized the name immediately. She's the missing woman from the flyer at the TA in Axton. Last seen driving through Route 58 in Virginia more than 3 years ago. Car found empty on the shoulder. I told myself it was just my imagination going wild from lack of sleep. I had to for my sanity. I did not tell anyone of this at first, not until what happened next. Three weeks later, I'm hauling west, loaded, heavy freight. I push daylight as long as I can, but the clock catches me near Wytheville. I tell myself I'm fine. It's been 3 weeks and nothing weird has happened. It must have been a one-off, some trick of my mind from lack of sleep. That's the lie. At 1:53 a.m., the pressure returns. Hands over mine. The truck straightens. The cold floods the cab. Worse this time. It's heavier. I fight it, force my eyes open as quickly as they closed. Or so I had thought. But I realize we're not on the interstate anymore. No concrete median, no overhead signs, just narrow asphalt and trees too close to the shoulder. It's snow-drenched trees on both sides of the road for miles ahead. I see a road sign pass by, and a hollow silence settled where my pulse should have been. U.S. Route 58. She isn't sitting this time. She's standing behind my seat, close enough that my breath fogs the windshield where hers should be.
You missed the turn.
She says, not aloud, but inside my head. No, I say out loud, you're not doing this again. The wheel tightens. I stomp the brake. Nothing. Ahead, an unmarked gravel pull-off. The truck slows on its own. I yank the yellow knob. The truck stops. The cold lifts, just for a second. I take it. I jump down onto frozen gravel. The truck idles behind me, lights on, waiting. Then I feel it. A pull. Not on my body, on my attention. The woods are wrong. No wind, no insects. Just depth. My feet start moving into the tree line, something calling to me. I follow a narrow, snow-covered path deeper into the woods, unable to stop. Through the trees, I see a house, old, intact. Images flood my head that aren't mine. Headlights in snow, a sedan door open, keys on the ground.
It made me.
She says. Close now. My feet start moving again. I fight it and turn back toward the truck. The cab lights flicker. The engine revs slightly. Waiting. No, I say. I'm going back to my truck. The pull weakens. I feel the cold leaving my body and I turn back and run towards my truck. 3 steps in and I trip. On tree roots and smack my knees on the hard ground. I feel the cold again and something else. A pressure. That sense you get when someone is standing too close behind you. I freeze as I can feel something brushing my ankles. Cold, not solid. I kicked, hit nothing. That's when I felt the hand. I fought off the panic, pushed myself up with my hand and ran. I didn't look back. Just ran until I could see my truck. As soon as I reached the driver door, I jerked the handle. Locked. I froze. Fear and dread set in. I jerked the handle again, and again. It opened. I jumped in and locked the door. The cold was gone. The passenger seat is empty. The wheel is loose again. I pull back onto the road. I blocked out everything that happened and keep driving, looking for next exit to interstate. 10 minutes later, interstate signs reappear. Once on the interstate, I keep driving, instinct telling me to get as far away as possible. 20 minutes later, I pull into a well-lit, big truck stop. I check the dash cam. The footage exists. Every second. Except one. From the moment I step out of the cab to the moment I climb back in, the audio is gone. Flat. Empty. In my logbook, one final note appears. Small. Careful. Next time, don't fight it. Signed, Emily Carter. I had the truck checked once I ended my trip. Back then, when I was trying to get back into the truck, the door locks were never engaged. The ECU shows no lock-unlock event. She let me go. However, I've kept my runs short since then, daylight only, familiar roads. But a few months ago, on a local delivery down south, nowhere near Virginia, I pulled onto the shoulder to check a strap that didn't feel right. The road was quiet, trees close. When I stepped back from the trailer, I noticed something through the branches across the ditch, a shape where there shouldn't have been one, an old house set back just far enough to pretend it had always been there. Same pitch to the roof, same dark windows. I stood there longer than I should have, feeling that same pull in my chest, that same cold attention. I didn't hear a voice this time. I didn't need to. I climbed back into the cab and drove until my hands stopped shaking. I don't think the house belongs to Route 58 anymore. I think it just waits until someone else is driving.
Subsequent review identified 4 unrelated incidents involving commercial drivers who reported stopping near structures matching the same description. None occurred along U.S. Route 58. No architectural records account for a house at any of the listed locations. The similarities were noted, but not formally linked.